The dragon, you need the sword. To make the sword, you need the iron. To make the iron, you need
How do
the
you do?
cave. To make the cave,
I'm fine, thank you.
need the mountain.
In this episode, you're going to learn
To kill the dragon, you need the sword. To make the sword, you need the iron. To make the iron, you need the cave. To make the cave.
to learn these moves. First, you have to learn the weave with an open grip. Last time, we studied the weave with the closed grip, like this. And this time, it is an open grip, like this one. So, the weave itself looks like that, the forward weave. And the backward, the reverse weave. It is always forward when the thumb is leading, and the backward is the opposite. Since it is a bit difficult move to understand, let me explain it a bit. We will begin with the reverse one, because it's a bit easier in fact. So here we have this grip, and our little finger is leading now. It goes behind the back, and it does from this point, it does the full turn behind the back, like that. So from here it goes like this. And here it comes to the front, and again does a full turn to the starting point. Kind of, so it goes like that, and like that. Once again from this point. We go behind from the bottom point, and we do the 360 degrees turn, like this. And from here we do again the full turn to come to this point. But as we do the forward, our thumb is leading. So we start from the front plane. We go all the way here. We do the almost 360 turn, and we're going a bit to the bottom. Here we go behind and do again the turn and go back to the starting point. From this point of view, it would be like that. We start here. From the top, we're going down, like a little bit like that. Here, I bend my elbow. It is very important to understand when I actually bend my elbow. Because I do this move just because I bend my arm here. Like that. Here we go behind, and here we go down and back to the starting point. So it's a bit like that. Sometimes it's easier to understand if I tell you that I kind of push it down at some point. Once my fan goes behind, I start pushing down and bending my arm like that to get to the starting point. And the same thing is true actually for the reverse weave, because when I start with straight arm, and here I'm starting to bend it in order to get the fan going up, like that. Working on this move, please pay attention on the plane of your fan. It must always stay parallel to the front plane. Don't do some flips on, or don't, force your way to the starting point. It is very wrong. So once you mastered the move, we can try to combine them. First, let's try the most simple combination when two hands do both forward one, step by step. First right starts and then the left follows, like that. Try to keep your hands as close to your body as possible. Do the same thing but in the opposite direction. Moreover, you can try to do one in the reverse and the other forward, so it's gonna be like that. Try to keep your hands as close to your body as possible. It will give like additional body tracing impression. Try both directions. And finally, the homework. Start with a simple forward-forward combination, for example. Then try to stop your right hand, but keep left going. Then inverse your right hand to get something like that. The same direction move. Then stop your right hand again, but keep left going. And inverse right hand again in order to get back to the original figure. So then you can play with your left hand, for example, but keep the right going. And switch back. You know what I mean? So then try to stop with both hands, then try to stop try to stop left, right. You know, it's difficult, but still you can try. In my opinion, it is a very important exercise because first of all it gives you a way to connect your performance with the music, stopping your fans with the musical beats. And on the other hand, it makes your performance look more complicated because in fact what you have is just one move, right, to forward and the opposite direction, but it's basically the same stuff. But then when you try to do this kind of combinations, it really looks more impressive than simple stuff like that. So that is why I advise you to practice this kind of stuff.
To kill the dragon, you need the sword. To make the sword, you need the iron. To make the iron, you need the cave.
And that is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully it was useful. If you didn't like these lessons, please thumb down and unsubscribe for this channel.